What's up, uh, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel. So, tonight's mission is working on the B5 project again. Um, just going over a few things real quick of what's going down tonight and what's coming up for the future for the rest of the week. Um, so far, what I've done is removed a bit of stuff because I'm trying to clean up some parts and actually streamline some more pieces that are on the motor. So what I'm working on tonight is I took back off the thermostat housing because I currently was running the stock line on the external side here with the stock curve pipe hose, which is this one. There's nothing wrong with it. But after you review so much of Clutching's YouTube channel and all those muscle car shops channel and see how fabricate everything and make everything look uber neat, and plus for me this build is not just a performance build, big turbo and stuff. For me this is more like not necessarily just a showcase, but for me to hone my skills in learning to weld a bit more properly, and also to get seat time in welding and also fabrication, because I like the little nicks and knacks I see on a lot of muscle cars and a lot of bills and SEMA guy bills, and I follow a lot of guys and stance works and all the people who are doing a lot of fabrication and customizing stuff. So that kind of stuff gets me. For me it's more the build processes versus the finished car. Yes, there's a lot of people who have timelines and you have sponsors, so you have to constantly build and build cars, which is fine. But I think after a while, the creativity tends to get lost, or people run out of ideas and freshness. So I kind of like where Clausen comes in, where he takes his time and takes even a year or more to build a car, and he comes up with these intricate ideas and tons of APR bolts and tons of stuff. If you haven't seen that guy's channel, you need to check him out, or and also check out his SEMA builds and his Stingray Corvette that he's working on, and all those other cool Uber cars where he just builds these unique parts and stuff. And a lot of the ideas for this car comes from that Rise Fab workshop, and freaking a lot of off-road from Overkill Chassis and all them people, and how they make those things work and all those intricate stuff. That's the stuff that gets me. So for me, this car will never be finished. There is always shit to build and more stuff to modify and change. So, and a lot of DTM and time attack and ill climb stuff, and a lot of live motorsports is in here, and a lot of those things. So I'm trying to incorporate all of those things. So because of that, you'll never be finished. Just keep building and building. So we're doing that on a B5 Audi A4 chassis. This is motors from my friend's car. It's a 2.8 liter V6 that I'm putting a single turbo on, that will be running an external setup to the car, not going down. If you can see through there, those two aluminum lines, those are my coolant lines that are down there. So, and all the fittings over here are putting everything towards the back. So a lot of little things I'm learning to weld more. So I'm gonna put a lot of V-bands on stuff, a lot of hand fittings and stuff. And the fact that Audi makes a lot of these motors with aluminum parts, the minute it's aluminum, now I want to weld everything in aluminum. So, and it also gives me practice to learn to weld properly. So tonight what I'm gonna do is take this steel insert out and weld a dash 10 fitting on here, replace this entire line and this steel pipe that I had modified at the end, and make that whole thing. All this is going to be a stainless steel line. I thought about making it a stainless steel line. I don't know if I really want to yet. I'm still in up in the air about that one. I think I'm just gonna do a dash 10 with a 45 fitting to go around the alternator, and just run a stainless steel line all the way here. And then I'm gonna give props to everybody again. Ideas that I see on Instagram and what a lot of guys do. Yes, I will copy a lot of your stuff, so don't mind me. But I just love creativity. So when I see people do it, then I realize, you know what, that's even cooler than doing it the studied traditional way of doing stuff. So I saw Swoops World. Check out his channel too. He makes some great content and he does some great fabrication work. He welded 2-10 fittings on here. So I think I'll do that, and then I'll have a 45-degree fitting from the stainless steel line to it and run it straight. Now if I really was skilled, then I would go the XRP way and do the clamshells and stuff and all that fancy stuff. Yeah, they're a little expensive and it's an overkill. Yeah, but it's intricate. So I wouldn't mind spending money to do it, but not right now. Eventually, as I hone my skills more, then I'll do that kind of stuff. But for now, yeah, I'll copy stuff. I'm gonna wipe these off, put 2-10 fittings on here, and then for this line going back, it will be a 45-degree and a 45 on the other end, and that will be that line going across. As for the other one that normally goes into the coolant bottle that would have been up here, the bottle is now in the trunk, so I'm actually going to make a separate bottle for the front. So that second line that would have normally gone up to the return line, that line is going to go into the bottle instead. So that will probably get a 90-degree up, and then it will eventually go in the bottle, which I'll probably more likely put somewhere on the firewall here for now, or eventually when I do the crossbar, it will probably get welded onto there. So without any further ado, that's the update for the block for right now. I can't pull this off right now because I still have oil in the engine, because it's freaking below zero right now and brick outside. I don't want anything in the engine to, even though I've never pulled the motor, I don't want anything inside to flash rust. So I kept oil in the engine just so I can still turn it over to make sure everything is still lubed and stuff. Yes, I should have sealed these holes, but I just took the manifold off just now to gain access to the thermostat housing. So that's why these are exposed. They're not normally left open. So yeah, I already peeked that, peeps. So yeah, so let me find the -10 fitting and prep this for welding tonight. Yeah, my whole setup here is a bit crazy, and I didn't clean up from the last time I came in here, so that's why that's like that. So now let me find the well done -10 fitting. I think I have them somewhere here. Yeah, this tube is the front bar that's supposed to house the splitter. Whenever I get to that, that's gonna be definitely next year. It's too cold for that. Okay, so let's find where I put this -10 well done fitting. Okay, it's not in that drawer. It's probably down here. Put this over here. It's probably in this box here. Is it? Let's see. -10 fitting. I have a piece here that I cut off of a previous job. Yeah, I cut this off. It's uber short. Because it's right up to the threads. I don't think I would use this for that, because by the time you weld, you lose half of that. It's probably no good. Or I could weld it to a tube, so that's why I kept it. Oil drain fitting. Okay, got two here. I think these are, no, these are N12. These are actually and 12. What did I buy these for? I think these were originally for my heater core. Those go to the heater core on the inside. That's connected to these two heater core fittings down here. So I think these are just extras that I had. I don't know why I ended up with 4. I think when I bought them, it was a pack of 4. It wasn't separate, so I think that's how I ended up with these. Okay, so then let's see if I have. Should be another box that has. So this is a -10 45. Let's see how 45 will look under here. So well, the 10 fit in there. 45 will come in about there. Then it's gonna be pushed out, sticking out from the block. So I might need to offset that and have it angle back in somewhere. When I do that 10 fitting, I have to slant it somewhat. And then the bottom one is gonna go up that way. So I don't think that will work. But in this side, yeah, 45 on this end. I'll definitely clear the alternator. Okay. Okay, so I don't have any here. Let me check it out, see if I have any in the bottom. My videos will still be kept somewhat mundane. Got no background music or none of that extra stuff. What's in here? Oh no, not ready for these yet. That's my race part. 3-port Mac valve. Not ready for that yet. See what's in there. Europa parts. Great company if you need some OEM Audi parts. Definitely check them out. Okay, so I have a -10 welding on this part. Nope, not needed. So that's for another project. Yeah, let's see. Do I have any -10? I think this is a stainless steel Racetronics steel fitting. Nope. And here we go. We got 2 -10s right here. Excellent, 2 of the same thing. So we'll weld these on the oil cooler housing. Okay, so we can leave those intact. And I think this is another one back here. This is also another steel fitting. This is a Earl's mild steel though, so it's starting to flash rust. That's why I like aluminum. I have to deal with that flash rust still. Okay, this is another -10. And this one got a radius to see. I got a radius slip right there. So I'm gonna pull that steel fitting out, slap that in. It's almost the same height. Perfect for it to be pulled back. That's okay. Now you notice the OD on these things. The OD on that tube, the stock tube, is that wide, and this is the OD on a -10. So you see the flow is actually less. But if you look on the inside, you see that the inside of the tube, okay, just waiting on the phone to focus. See, the inside of the tube is no wider than the outlet of the -10. So even though the outside is big, yes, it will have more flow when it comes down, but when it drops to the 10, it'll be fine. So this is a bigger diameter tube. I think this is a 3/4, and that's a -10, which is much smaller. So now we just need to put this in our vise and yank it out. So now I'm working with one hand here, so pardon me. Again, I have a GoPro. I have all the attachments. Lost the headband piece when I went to snowboard last year, so I have to be holding I don't have my GoPro. I have to get a new one, but for now I just gotta work one-handed and just gotta clamp this bad boy in. Okay, and lock the thing so it doesn't rotate. Yeah, I know my hands are ashy, don't judge me. I'm black, what do you expect? Black and hardworking. That's where ash comes from. Okay. And it's cold as shit out here, so I need lotion. Yeah, we know that. Okay, so let's see if I can grip it with pliers. Okay. See if I can. I don't think this is going to work with one hand, so let me kind of prop the phone, the tablet down while I try and arrange this thing out. So Gary J making my makeshift phone holder, tablet holder. Until I get a proper phone or stuff, gonna invest in getting a case. Okay, so over here, it's a big tablet, so yeah. Alright, gloves on because it's freezing shit in here. Let's see if we can. Okay, so that's not gonna work. So I think I'll end the video here. I will just switch over the pictures because again I don't have a proper holder for this tablet, and I don't want to crack the screen or or the lens. So, but that's the mission tonight. Pop that out, get a dash 10 welded on, reassemble it, and I pretty much call it a night from there. And then my next mission is to drain the oil, get that oil cooler off, change those fittings to well done dash 10s as well, and then progress from there and move on to another part of the project. Next after that is I have the turbo tuner, I think they're called. They're from Scandinavia, I think. They make the smaller oil cooler that goes on here, that I'm getting the fittings welded to as well, that will go on there for the oil cooler. That's right here, the CSF oil cooler. So all of that's gonna be bossed and plumbed, so stay tuned for more. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I want to see some feedback on what you guys think about what I'm doing here. This is an Audi again, B5A4 that I'm building. Not too specific, maybe autocross and road course. If I fit in any bracket, I'll see which class I fit in, if any. But for right now, it's mostly going to be geared to autocross and road course at English Town road course. So that's the plan with this car for the 2023 season, 24 season. So stay tuned. There's tons more to do on here. There's suspension updates to be done, revisions, because I hate Audi setup. All of that is getting redone. Roll cage have to get done in this car. Pedal box has to get done in this car. Seat mountings have to be done. Rear roof to rear radiator ducting has to be done. Lot of sheet metal work to be done. Wide body design to be done. 4 inches on each side to be done. Wider tires, rims, everything. Again, tons of work to be done. So stay tuned. It looks like a mess now, but the vision is clear. The path is clear. The welders are ready. The welders are ready. The tools are somewhat not ready. Gathering as we go along. Supporting all the major companies that I get parts from. We'll shout out everyone as we go along. But for the most part, reputable company parts I try to buy. And a lot of the stuff on these cars come from, companies I follow on Instagram. And a lot of these companies that makes cool parts. So stay tuned for more. See you guys. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.